Hey everyone, Christopher here, and welcome back to a rare episode of Fossil Forward Homestead. I figured I'd give you a little spring update, some of the thoughts I'm having, because this is going to be the first year really gardening here at the new house. And maybe you'll have some ideas that I don't think of, because I'm a novice at this. I'm making it up as I go. So let's take a little walk around. All right, we're standing in the side yard here / front yard, basically looking south, just about south. So this is where the main part of the garden is. In the back here, I have 2 garlic beds. We'll take a quick look at that in a moment. And then I just put this bed in today, so that's why it's not filled with dirt or anything, and I'll dig out the grass. I'm thinking an herb garden, because as you've seen if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I have a lot of deer who like to live in my yard and walk right up to me. So I need things in here that are deer resistant, because it's not going to be fenced in. So I'm thinking herb garden perhaps. Off the steps here, and then back here is going to be the main garden. Back up a little bit. Got a 6 to 8 foot tall fence. Obviously the deer could jump it if they want to, but hopefully there's enough stuff around in the wild that they won't be tempted. But yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this space. I can't afford to truck in really good soil or anything like that this year. So I'm gonna dig this up, flip it over, kind of just grow in the ground and see how we do. Try to build the soil up naturally. Yeah, I don't know. The usuals: squash, tomatoes, sugar snap peas, beans, all the things. We'll just see how we do there. If you have any thoughts, by all means, let me know. The gate is right back here. I was thinking, at least for the spring, to have sugar snap peas along this back end, because again, south is about that a ways. That way they're not blocking anything out, and just kind of have some string going back and forth for it to trellis on. I'm thinking this was once a flower bed. It was more or less like this when I bought the house, but I'm thinking of digging this out for a little fire pit, as opposed to a flower garden. And then obviously I'll move that dirt pile and sit over there, sit over here, yada yada yada. More evidence of the deer. And then this is the backyard, my rinky-dink shed. See, we have a fairly steep slope going on. I don't know exactly how far back I go. I think it's more or less to that flag there. There's a flagpole in the back, in the distance there too, that, I don't know, it's been there for who knows how long. But yeah, I got to figure out what I want to do with this backspace. I'd love to plant some more trees, fruit trees, or shrubs or something like that. I'd love pawpaw plants, but I don't know if I really realistically have the space for it, because pawpaws do like growing in patches. But yeah, let me know what you think for over here. I was thinking maybe right at the bottom of the hill here, do some water loving plants, or at least stuff that likes heavier amounts of water. I'd also debated terracing this a little bit, but considering how handy I'm not sure if that's a good idea. So again, let me know your thoughts. Just so you can see, we got the back of the house right here. It's a short part of the house. Shed over here. Again, I have all of this little space that I can work on. And then I was thinking we walk behind the shed. You got some leftover fence. I was thinking behind the shed, try to build just a little compost area here. Nothing fancy. It's not going to get the best light, which is not ideal, but it'll be out of the way. If the wildlife gets to it, the wildlife gets to it. I don't really care. There's this pile of old wood back here that I doubt it's actually supposed to be there. Again, it was there when I bought the house. I don't know technically whose property that's on, but I don't think anyone would miss it. But I was thinking of trying to use that to make just a little bit of an enclosure for the the compost, just something to have like a designated area, but I'm not sure because again, I'm not particularly handy. But let me know what you think about that. Alright, so walking along the game path here that the deer always like to take. But yeah, there you got a back overview of the yard. So near the top of the hill here. Excuse the mess. Got a lot of work to do. But yeah, there's where I'm thinking the fire pit. Dig that out for the fire pit. There's the dirt pile I gotta move. The main garden, and then got the garlic over there, and what will hopefully be the herb garden. Let me just show you the garlic since I meant to do that. Alrighty, so garlic's coming up slowly. I was a little worried at first because usually at least when I've planted garlic in the past, I've seen it larger by now, but we did have a lot of snow this winter, so it might have slowed things down a little bit, but looks like we're gonna get a good amount of garlic popping up. I've never had much luck with growing good bulbs of the garlic, but I mostly grow them for the garlic scapes so I can make some scape pesto. So anyways, that's the little tour for now. Let me know what you think, any ideas, and we'll catch you whenever I do another update.